Well, good morning, Lufkin Central and Online Worship Community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister here. And as we kick off another week of Jesus and Coffee morning devotionals, we are back in First Samuel. Right now, we're in chapter 4, and to kind of really even kind of set the stage, you in chapter 3, you have the Lord calls Samuel, and what we then see is that after this calling, just this culmination of where God is sending him as his instrument in chapter 4 into this battle with the Philistines, and this battle that God's people will be in the midst of. And really what we're talking about today is courage. It's one thing to hear that call. It's one thing to be given a call to go and to do and to serve, but to live that out and to be God's instrument, to be God's prophet to the people, to those that need to hear it, whether they want to hear it or not, to give that message, to share with others what God desires for them to know, but to realize those moments, and as we talked about, to see and seize those moments, those opportunities. All of us find ourselves in situations where we need to be courageous, where we need to listen to God's call, and you know what, that's going to take us kind of turning down the volume on the noise of the world, and not listening to those outside voices, not listening to those others trying to influence us this way or that way, and that take us off course. That as the Hebrew author says, for us to fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and the perfecter, the pioneer of our faith. It is hard to live courageous for him, to be a kingdom maker, a kingdom disciple, when we're listening to all the noise of this world, when we're allowing the noise of this world to influence us this way or that way. When we give him our attention and our focus, I guarantee you big things happen. God things happen. God incidences, not coincidences, take place when his people stand up and say, this is what we are about. This is what we are going to accomplish. It's going to send us into battles where it seems the army is, man, they seem to be more powerful than us. They may seem to be stronger than us. Strength in numbers may seem good, but may we see, as another prophet was able to see, the surrounding forces of God's army. So my challenge to you today is to be courageous, to be, just as God told Joshua to be very strong and courageous. May we live courageous today. As the Casting Crown song says, we were made to be courageous. We were made to live courageous. We were made to stand courageous, and we can do that when we drown out the noise and we listen to God, and we allow him to influence us. We allow him to be the one that determines our steps. Can't wait to hear and see how it goes. Y'all have a great day. God bless.
Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Lord, turn his face toward you and give you peace. children and their children. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family and your children and their children.